Somebody else had a question.
I have a comment, and it's more of as I guess I'm under a hat of everything as a future parent, and well, I have a child that's going to probably go through the district, as an employee, and as a member of the community. I'm worried about, and I know that it's not. What about the kids? I mean, I hear all this money, and you want to cut this, cut this. And I understand that it's all about money and stuff like that. But what about the kids?
Exactly.
Everything we do is going to impact the kids. And I'm going to say this, I've talked to some of my friends. I went to a high school that is very similar to the high school here. And when I lived in Lincoln, California, which has High School. It has grown up quite a bit. I go to that high school, and it's completely different. It looks like a community college campus, and I look at our campus, and our high school campus, and it kind of makes me sad because we have so many opportunities in this area that I feel that we're not pulling in. And that's just my concern as a parent, and as an employee, and as a member of the community. So that's I'm a little emotional about it.
I had a question on, I'm not sure this is the top side employees. There is 1.6 FTEs involved with the after school program. Is that out of our general budget? I'd like to believe at some point that we have a grant that pays for the after school program.
We do have a grant. It pays for it. It's not out of the general fund.
Okay.
Okay. That was one of the propositions that was passed. That funds the after school program.
Okay. So this 51,000 is actually out of a grant, not
And also that is going to be under scrutiny according to the senator's rep, because after researching, they went to the Big Five and did some background. The Big Five is San Diego, Long Beach, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Oakland, and found out that a lot of the high school kids that are in afternoon programs that they got grants for, they check in and leave, and many times they got there and the teachers were just sitting there doing nothing with no kids and getting full money. As long as they signed in, they were there, they keep their grant money. So they're investigating this whole thing. But it is not part of the general. Mr. President.
There's one thing we need to make sure, the phrase, penny wise and pound foolish comes to mind. We need to make sure that in our zeal to save the pennies, that we don't take and make a decision that's going to end up costing us dollars in this case. Specifically, making a choice that ends up resulting, if you save a few bucks, that ends up costing us because our ADA drops. We need to be very careful about that and research any of the any of these. Actually, I expect the district to research any of the proposed cuts before they present them to us, and rule out the ones that, will save us a few bucks, but it's going to cost us a lot more than it's going to save.
Motion by Gutierrez. Second by Esco. Student vote? You're not going to stand. All right. I like it. There we go. All in favor? Aye. Aye. 4 ayes, 1 absent. Time now. You want to discuss it? 8:36. Time now is 8:28. Thank you all for coming out tonight.